So in terms of how it will help us achieve our business goals, I think as we were developing it, we knew that right now, unless we have significant amount of members, there's not a lot we can do to monetize it,
Yeah.
or um, or help it grow our business goals. But let's say our core product, like I told you, was um, helping universities recruit through our providing them our recruitment services. So in order to sell these services, I attend anywhere between 5 to 6 conferences a year in order to reach out to these universities, right? So for that, I have to spend on marketing, sponsorship, traveling, but if I had access to a community where these people are hanging out already, then that could be like, that's just one example of how that community could be helpful. If I could just tell them, hey, we are doing this new program, anyone interested can sign up, this is the cost and that. So one way we thought it could firstly help if we could organize a non-structured community. Firstly, it will help our personal businesses, our own products and services, right? So next time if we did a conference, so for example, if we did not kill that community that we created and we kept growing it throughout the year, so just in our next conference, we would obviously have more members than we had in our first conference without putting in all of that effort, so just our own two products, which is recruitment and the conference, would grow because of this community. But of course, like I said, over time, we have a lot of ideas. Like I say, one of the reasons I like your community, that there's a different section for organizations. So if we have a lot of people, then the service providers, such as agents, recruitment providers, there's a whole industry of service providers that provide services to the international educators. All of them could come under organization, and hopefully there could be a fee attached to it or something along those lines. Then of course sponsorship, um, ads, things like that. But for our personal simple and business purposes, it will help us solve three problems. One is give give a community, so we do not have to depend on a forum or something like that, because that's just not as user friendly, we feel. And we want to put faces. We want to make sure that people in our community know what you are responsible for, because that is important to connect with each other. Another thing that I was talking to Praveena about, because when I joined SocioHub, it looked very different than it does right now. So the filters, searching people by location, that was very important to us. Searching people by their job description was very important to us. Um, so that part was important in terms of for our community to be able to find out, okay, I want to work with someone in China, so this is I should be able to filter by location, then I should be able to filter by job role, and then I get a list of people, and then I can easily connect. To do something like that in LinkedIn, you would probably firstly need to cut through the clutter.
It's a
Then
laborious
secondly,
process.
yeah, you might have to buy a sales navigator or something like that. Yeah. So, and once again, another thing is that we have to approve members. So it's not like anyone can join, so we can keep that quality control also.
Yeah, it should be. That's a great point that you made, because if you invite anybody and everybody, it can create noise for those who are already existing in the community, which can make them drive off and never come back, which is again backfires the whole point of a closed community.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Otherwise, you just lose the integrity of the community.
Exactly. Yeah.
That I think is important. Yeah.